If you ever owned a cat, you know one thing is true. They're masters at hiding pain. What if your litter box could tell you that something is wrong before your cat does? That's exactly what the smart little device does. This is SiiPet LitterLens. It's an AI-powered health monitoring camera that mounts above your litter box and tracks your cat's urinary and digestive habits, alerting you when something might be wrong. You might be wondering, camera for cat poop? What? Really? But after testing it with my own cat, I started seeing this less of a gadget and more like a preventive vet tool. Something that could actually save you hundreds in vet bills by catching the issue early on. Inside the box, you get a litter lens, you get a charging cable, and a mounting bracket. Along with that, you also get a manual. This cable is USB to Type-C. To use this, we gotta remove this right here, and this is sticky. All you do is position it 30 to 50 inches above your litter box, ideally centered so it can clearly see the entire litter area. We're going to place it right here. And you basically slide this on, just like this. You can also rotate this however you need, depending on the position where you put it. And to detach it, you simply just slide it up. You can also remove this and change the position if you really need. Let's go ahead and mount this on right here. Next, we're gonna have to download the app. Behind the device, there is this button, and all you have to do is press and hold for 3 seconds. Then when you start to see the light blink in the front in the nose area, you know that it's on. Next, grab the manual, scan the QR code that's featured on there, or you can type in SiiPet in your app store, and it should look like this, and click Get. Once the app is installed, click Open, Allow, click New Device, and then you're gonna have to sign up. Once you sign up, you're gonna be taken to this page, click Add. Looks like it has identified my device, and click Connect. Give it a second. Select the Wi-Fi, and pretty much you're rocking and rolling. Right now it's connecting to the device. We're connected successfully. Then you click Next and choose the type of a litter box that you're working with. I'm working with something like this. And it also gives you the best way to position the litter box. It's also recommended before putting the device on the mount, leaving the mount there for 30 minutes before attaching it for stronger hold. Next, I'm going to click Add the Pet, and we have a cat. There we go. This is my cat, Richie, and she's gonna be added here. Then you can enter the name. Next, okay. At the top right here, we have the battery life. Now you can see the status is on a standby mode. And what that means is the device is not actually recording. If you wanted to record, you switch it to real time, and then you can start to see device recording, as you can see right there. In here, we have 3 different options. This is a light. You can turn on the light, as you can see in the front. You can take a photo, or you can click the video button and start recording. The sleep mode here saves power when not actively in use. On the bottom here, all basically shows all event types here. Anomalies tab, it filters the abnormal events. For example, blood, diarrhea, things like that. Visit tab just shows each time your cat used the litter box. And lingering tab highlights prolonged litter box sessions, a possible sign of a distress like UTI. On the top here, we have a potty data, and this basically is no visits detected yet today. And on the right side, we have a no average duration since no activity yet. So it basically monitors the duration of how long your pet takes. Now, on the second tab here, this is a daily tab, as you can see. And this shows your cat's daily bathroom behavior. On the top here, you also have a subscription warning that shows your, Care Plus subscription expires or what stage your subscription is in. Without a subscription, you can only view the last 72 hours of data no long-term trends or historical anomalies. Obviously on this section here, we kind of have the summary on the homepage. You do get to track how often your cat visits the litter box and how long they stay. Now down here, we're seeing the baseline. What this basically means is the system still is learning the cat's normal patterns. It needs 7 days of clean data to establish what's normal. Now this unusual section here, we kind of talked about it, but this section flags things like diarrhea, blood in a stool, long-term time spent in a box, possible UTI, things like that. If it says things like your cat's bowel movements are normal today, everything is fine. Now you also get a beautiful chart here, which is your potty frequency for the pet. You'll eventually see spikes here depending on your cat's bathroom visits. Now, if you scroll all the way up and click long term, this section basically gives you a zoomed out health view. You'll see trends, compare weeks, months, and identify chronic patterns. For example, the first graph here shows if there was any abnormal versus normal potty behaviors over the last week. Red means abnormal, green is normal, blue is baseline data. If it says insufficient data, that's because you haven't reached 7-day consistent day of use. Now, as you can see, the second chart here, this is your comparison chart. You can compare to previous calendar week, and then you'll see things like whether your cat's frequency has changed week over week, how it has changed week over week. This is super helpful to catch any gradual issues that you might see occurring. It is ideal for spotting any early signs of chronic kidney disease or diabetes that develop slowly. And recording and photos are saved right into your camera. And you can see that right here. Here's the recording test that I was doing earlier. This isn't just a litter box add-on. It's a full-blown health monitor system for your cat. If you take your cat's health seriously, or you've got an older cat where issues are more likely, this is 100% worth it. It's like giving your cat their own health journal that updates in real time.